Welcome to the Sensational Gent. I am your host, Sean C., and today we're doing a review discussion on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 2. Now, I'm really excited about this show, so that's why I started reviewing it. Now, if you haven't seen this show yet, I'm going to start off by giving my non-spoiler first impressions, and toward the end of the video, I will start talking about some more specifics that really had me excited about this episode and definitely about this show. Do me a favor while you're here, make sure you hit that like button. Share this content with your friends that might like it too. And then the other thing I need you to do is please hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon next to it so you don't miss any future videos where we talk about this kind of stuff. We also talk about life topics, and we even have a little sketch comedy we do. Without further ado, let's get started. Man, all I have to say is that this was a very good episode. Like, it was absolutely brilliant, okay? Now we're back into vintage Marvel territory with a great story, great dialogue, and excellent action. I was completely captivated from the start to the finish while watching this. Now this is already started out better than what WandaVision did. And I know that's pretty big because WandaVision was an excellent show. Now, in this episode, we deal with a new hero in the mix and how this hero relates and affects our heroes, Sam and Bucky, also known as the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, in the last episode, Falcon and Winter Soldier had not started working together. However, this new hero brings those two characters together. And I tell you right now, when I was watching it, I called it. I was like, this is what's going to bring Sam and Bucky together. But right from the start of watching these two together, there was actually instant chemistry. Loved it. It just works. We also learned a little bit more about the motives of some of the operations of the bad guys in this episode. We know that they're endowed with special abilities that make them formidable adversaries. And that comes to head in the first battle scene. And let me tell you, my God, it's an amazing battle scene for TV. Okay, it was excellent. Like, I can't wait to go back and watch this again. Marvel has sunk money to make sure that we get really good action in these episodes. Now, in trying to figure out how the bad guys got their abilities, we learn a new secret from Bucky. The secret introduces us to a person whose background may actually shock some people. It opens up a lot more questions than it gave us answers. And I hope that some of the answers that we get come in the form of cameos in the future because of it. Now, in the end, Sam and Bucky, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, have to get information from somebody they may not be inclined to. And that's how our story ends. So all I can say is that this episode, we got plenty of action, we got plenty of laughs, and Sam and Bucky are now learning to work together. And that's where the comedy comes in. There are some hard feelings right now that is between them. And that has to do with, you know, and I'm just going to say this part, but Sam giving up Captain America's shield. So that's the only thing I'm going to give up there. But it's still non-spoiler territory. But I think ultimately, them having hard feelings between each other is going to actually make them be closer together toward the end of the series. Just like it did in Lethal Weapon, just like it did in Bad Boys. I loved every minute of this episode. Now check it out. If you don't want to hear any more spoilers about this show, this is about the time that you want to click out. But before you do click out, I want you to please like this video, subscribe to the channel. We'd love for you to come back to get more entertainment and more content from TSG. I'm going to spoil some things, but I'm not. Just stick with me, all right? But there's a couple things I want to talk about, okay? The new hero has been crowned as Captain America and has been rolled out by the U.S. government. There's only one cap, okay? There's only one Captain America, okay? We're not going to talk about that, but there's only one Captain America. There will be only one Captain America. If it's going to be somebody, it should have been the person that had the shield and was given the shield by Captain America himself. So obviously this causes some problems because Falcon, who was given the shield by Captain America, gave up the shield for it to be a symbol, and not for it to be used by another person, and definitely not for the goddamn government to go ahead and give that up. Now, what's messed up is the government never even came to him and asked him, hey, Falcon, can you be our new Captain America? That did not happen. Is there any other reason? Now, the action scene was truly amazing. They are fighting on top of Mack trucks. Now, you saw this in the trailer review, so I'm not spoiling anything, but I'm gonna tell you, it was a pretty interesting battle. And there's something that happens in there was not expecting, because you didn't see it from the preview. So I'm not gonna spoil that, but I'm gonna say that this action scene was excellent. It's everything that we've come to expect from Marvel. It was a little quick for my taste, a little quick. But it establishes the problems that the villains will pose for our heroes and will force them to have to use their abilities, be tactical, and find a smart way to take on these new villains. Will they end up working with the new Captain America, aka US agent in the future, to try to take down these bad guys? We shall see. Now, the comedy back and forth in this show is absolutely amazing, especially between Bucky and Sam. The tone of the show is what you would expect of Marvel. You have excellent comedy relief that serves to not only propel the story and not hurt it, all while that serious tone to let us know that there's an imminent threat. But you still need that comedy interjected in there just the right way. But it's perfect. It's done just right. Because of the interactions and the action and just the way it's blended, that Marvel but buddy cop feel has a potential of being even better than WandaVision. Okay, you're going to take my truth and trust me on them. Now, Bucky unleashes a brand new surprise on us. We meet an old man named Isaiah. Now, he was a black man that was part of the super soldier experiments back in the day. It'll be interesting to see his backstory, and that's what I'm talking about. What happened to this man? They only gave us a little taste. But will they give us more of his backstory? And then if they do the backstory, are they cameo from Stark, or will we get a cameo from some of the people that were in Captain America? I don't know. We'll see. But because they still lack information, they have to go to a source, right, that you would never expect. And they have to go to Baron Zemo. And that's the cliffhanger for next week's show. Now, Sam and Bucky ultimately come to grips with working each other, even if it's just to take down the bad guys known as the Flag Smashers. Now, I knew from the moment I saw US Agent, that's who he is. He ain't Captain America, okay? He ain't gonna be Captain America, baby, all right? Yeah, I knew it was gonna draw Bucky to Sam, and that's their connection, Captain America. So in conclusion, I love the banter between the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think it is the highlight of the show besides the action and the pacing. You know these bad guys are strong and they work together as a cell and have multiple connections, but it feels like there's still a bigger threat out there looming. There is still something bigger that we have to worry about. But the question is, what will that threat be? And with Isaiah being revealed as another super soldier or another version of Captain America, what does it mean about the distribution of the super soldier serum? And how did the bad guys get their hands on this stuff in the first place? Who still has the super soldier serum? I mean, this is an old formula. It's got to be running out. What did you think about this episode? Do you think that this show is living up to the hype so far? What do you think about the questions I've posed? Do me a favor. Leave your comment down below. Hey, this show is amazing, okay? And I hope you guys feel the same way about it. But most importantly, live your best life.